If you've ever created a vision board, set your goals, planned your perfect week, and then somehow still ended up living the exact same life, you're not alone, okay? And you're not the problem. You've just been missing the bridge. This is episode 4 of Building Your Dream Life, the third chapter of my series called Becoming Her. In the last 3 episodes, you defined your vision and created a vision board that actually works, set aligned goals for 2026, and build your ideal schedule based on your energy. But honestly, none of that matters if you don't know how to become the woman that can live this life. And that's what today is about. It's about closing the gap between who you are right now and the version of you who already has what you want. And just so you know, this isn't about discipline. We're going to talk about discipline next week, but this is the missing link that most people skip in between the vision and the discipline. So let's talk about why your dream life isn't here yet and how to change that. Let's be honest for 1 second. Most people stop at vision boards, Pinterest, aesthetic planning, pretty Notion pages, new year, new me energy, hyped up goal setting. But then January hits and nothing changes. Not because they're lazy, not because they're unmotivated, but because they never became the kind of person who can actually hold the life that they want. A vision without embodiment is just a fantasy. A goal without identity is just a wish. A schedule without follow through is just a template. And that's why there's still a gap. Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. Your brain is loyal to your current identity, not your future one. You can want a new life, you can dream of it, you can visualize it even, but your brain is a safety machine. It doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what is familiar. This is exactly why you set the goal and then procrastinate. You know the habit you should do, but you don't. You make the plan and then drop it. Not because you're weak, but because your nervous system thinks that the old you is safer than the new you. And this is why we're here today, to start shifting your identity from this is who I am to this is who I'm becoming. But I'm gonna be honest with you here, the gap is closed through action, not through more planning. Most people stay stuck in thinking mode. They map, they journal, they watch 20 self-help videos, they romanticize the dream. But the gap closes in micro actions, not macro visions. Becoming her is not a jump, it's a transition. It's a daily, tiny, intentional shift that moves you 1% closer every day. You do not wake up as her just one day. You build her step by step. There are 3 places where Dream Life girls get stuck, and we're gonna fix each one of them today. The first gap is the identity. The problem is that you're still acting like the old you. You did all the exercises in the main character era part of this series, but here's where the rubber meets the road. Your identity comes before your actions, not after. Meaning, if you keep seeing yourself as inconsistent, overwhelmed, shy, not ready, not confident, not disciplined, etc., your brain will make sure your actions match that image. Identity is the root system behind every one of your behaviors. And honestly, this is not fluffy mindset stuff, okay? This is backed by psychology. Your brain acts in alignment with how you define yourself. That's why simply deciding who you're gonna become changes everything. The second gap, the second problem is your environment. You're trying to grow in the same soil that killed the old version of you. This includes your room, your workspace, your digital world, your notifications, your habits, your routines, the people around you, your default distractions. Basically, if nothing around you changes, nothing inside of you changes. Environment is the invisible hand shaping your behavior every single day. Your dream self doesn't grow in chaotic, overstimulating environments. She grows in clarity, structure, and intention. Your environment should make your desired behaviors easy and your old habits hard. And finally, the third gap, the third problem is to follow through. You want the results, but you haven't built the rhythm. This is the one nobody wants to hear, but everybody needs. Your dream life is built in the weeks you do not feel motivated. It's not built during the I feel like a queen weeks, okay? The gap closes when you show up, even on the messy days. But here's the plot twist. Follow through isn't about discipline alone. It's about systems. Discipline is only needed until the system takes over. Systems make discipline unnecessary, and this is what we'll build in the next videos. Okay, so you may be wondering, how do I close this gap right now? Without deep diving into what we're going to cover in the next 3 videos, here are your first easy steps. First one, you're gonna start acting like your future self in one tiny way every day. I'm not talking about a full life rebrand, just one behavior that she would do. For example, if future you hydrates, drink the damn water. If future you posts consistently, record a 20-second clip. If future you takes herself seriously, sit up straighter. If future you is financially stable, save 10 euros, $10. If future you is less overwhelmed, clean one surface. If future you values her health, go on a 5-minute walk. Identity shifts through evidence, okay? Not willpower. Do the thing, even if it's tiny. Second thing you can do right now is to remove one leak in your environment. Just one, okay? Can be unfollowing draining accounts, clearing your desk, silencing notifications, deleting an app, setting one boundary, reorganizing your workspace. Honestly, you'd be shocked at how fast your life changes when your environment stops pulling you backwards. Third thing you can do right now is to build one anchor ritual. It's a tiny daily ritual that grounds you in your future self. Can be taking your morning coffee outside, journaling for 3 minutes, setting an intention, reading one page, putting on perfume, lighting a candle before you start working, do a 30-second mirror affirmation moment. Again, you're not trying to be perfect here. You're just building proof. You're just building evidence. And finally, a fourth thing that you can do right now is to look at your vision board daily. This is essential, not for the manifestation fluff, but because of the confirmation bias. Your brain seeks evidence for what you repeatedly see. So looking at your vision board daily keeps your brain locked onto the destination. And a brain with a target behaves differently than a brain wandering. So if you need to leave this video and remember just one thing, this is what you need to tattoo into your mind. You do not become her by forcing yourself. You become her by aligning yourself. The identity shifts, the environment supports, the systems stabilize, the actions accumulate, and the reality upgrades. This is the real work, the work that most people never do. You're not behind, okay? You're just currently in the gap. And today, you started closing it. So now tell me in the comments, what's one thing your future self does that you're going to start doing today? It can be tiny, okay, but make it real. If you haven't watched the first 3 episodes of the Building Your Dream Life chapter, go binge them now. They're the foundation of everything we're building. And next month, next videos, get ready, okay? For the beginning of the new year, we're entering our discipline and consistency era. The systems, the psychology, and the habits that make your dream life non-negotiable. I will show you exactly how to anchor your habits, rewire your discipline, and stick to the version of you you're becoming, even when your motivation disappears. You really don't want to miss it, so subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when the new episode is out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!